My name is Jim Willett, and I'm a retired warden from the Huntsville Walls Prison Unit. I dealt strictly with lethal injections. I was pretty much in the middle of the fence when I went to the Walls to be the warden there and to oversee the executions. And I guess after all of them, I left there still on the middle of that fence. I understand the reasons why some people want the executions to be available and why others don't want them to. This is the death house, and this short section here is where the witness rooms and the execution chamber are. Having to give the signal to start the executions is one of the worst experiences I ever had in my life, and the first one was unbelievably emotional. I would usually try to carry on a conversation with the inmate unless it was obvious he didn't want to have a conversation. A lot of that was just to try to keep his mind off of what they were doing. Wasn't anything I ever looked forward to, you know. I mean, I really don't know anything else to say other than it just was not a good thought, you know, that today was a day of an execution. I think it hung over me some, especially at the first. As these things went on, and you know how many we do here, it got easier, you know, it just did, but it never got to the point to where it was easy for me. And I really have no words to describe the feeling of the first one when you know in a minute you're fixing to give that signal that's going to end this guy's life. Watching someone lay there on that gurney and die, I mean, I just was about as far away from enjoying anything as you can get. That's just not a good feeling. I had enough problems with this at early on that I don't know why, but at one of the very first ones, I went home and just sat down at my computer and started typing out what happened that day, and that seemed to help just to go through the day again. Let's just say if it were a member of my family, if it were my son, no, I'd want him to go find something else to do if it was going to end up watching executions. I saw my job as the warden of the Walls unit during that time, particularly in overseeing the executions, as being a cog in a wheel. There's a lot of people involved in this process of when a guy, from the time a guy's arrested until he winds up dead on that gurney, and I figured I was just a cog in a wheel. And, you know, with that in mind, one of those cogs is a jury, and I've always thought that some people may think the job I had was rough, but I'd hate to sit on a jury on a capital murder crime. You know, that's got to be pretty hard. I don't know that I've ever thought anything different about the ones who are up here who died because they were executed than those who died of natural causes, but they're all up here because somebody didn't claim them and they wind up in an inmate cemetery. And I know this is probably one of the cleanest cemeteries you'd find anywhere, well kept. But what a sad place to end your life, you know, and wind up in an inmate cemetery, you know.